What's going on, everybody? My name is Quentin Ivy, and thanks for tuning back in. So today, I'm gonna be talking about this thing back here. This is a massive 7-foot parabolic umbrella that I got from B&H. It's by Westcott. It's no different than your shoot-through umbrellas, except for this one has a black backside, and the inside of it is silver, as you can see right here. And I think they have white and gold as well, but I elected for the silver. This silver one does create a lot of specular highlights, and it reflects better, so it produces more light coming back out from what I've found. This baffle right here, I got separately. I think it's like $15 or $20 or something like that, maybe. I might be mistaken, so if you see it for less, then definitely get the one that you want to get. But I love this thing. So far, it creates a massive amount of light from the same strobe. It's a bigger light source than, say, something like this right here that I have up here. Yeah, it creates a lot more light than that, and it's softer. One of the benefits of using this thing is, let me take this camera off the tripod, is one, it's large. So the reason why I got this thing mainly is because my studio, or my little workshop slash storage room slash studio, does not have any windows other than the windows that are over there in the corner. And those blinds usually stay shut. So if I wanted to shoot something with more natural light, with just window light, I couldn't do it because my studio, my backdrop is back here. Now I could move all that stuff around, but we're not trying to do all that. This thing is so big, and the light coming off of it can be really soft, that enabling it to kind of look more like natural light than I can get from anything else I have. I have another one that's about 5 feet, and you can do the same thing with that one, and it's pretty big as well. But I wanted this big one mainly because of that. And the other one I have doesn't have the same baffle where the light just shoots through the actual diffusion. The other one has a little zipper on the bottom, and you have to stick the tripod through it, and then you put the umbrella on it. It's kind of annoying a little bit. With this one, you just stick it in like a regular umbrella, and then you wrap this little centerpiece right here around the light, and you're good to go. Now, the good thing about this light is it's actually, you can actually zoom in, or what's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. But you can basically tighten the light, your light group, your shot group. You can actually zoom in and out of this thing. And you do that real simply by moving this light either closer to the middle or further away. The further away you move it, the more the light can spread. So you see my bulb right here? The closer you move it in, the tighter the light focus. And then the further you move it back, the wider the light focus, enabling it to kind of hit everything on here and reflect it back through here, having been dispersed by all the different little ribs and stuff in here. I don't know what these are called, but yeah, so it creates a really big soft light source. And I think the common thing to do, if you want the widest, I kind of put this thing right on the edge where the tip of the light is actually around here, a little bit inside, so it maximizes the amount of light you get. And then wherever your subject is, you get this wash of light that happens everywhere. It's good stuff. Downside to this thing is, since it is so big, you're definitely going to get a lot of spill because it's just hitting everything. You can flag it off, like if you had like maybe a V flat. Sure, there's a couple other creative ways you can kind of flag it off to kind of tighten up the light, but you really don't want to with this one. You can use any of these other lights. There's a couple of ways that you could use this light in particular to create some kind of neat effects. So normally, like for instance, if you want to shoot a high key photo, you have to put a light wherever you're going to put your light to kind of light up the face. Then you have to put maybe a light or two back in the back of your subject to kind of light the background and brighten it back up. With this one, you could just use the light to create a high key portrait, especially like a silhouette. So the other reason creating a natural light look, because it washes over everything and it's such a big source. You can have your subject kind of sitting like in the living room or something like that. And if you want to kind of accentuate the light that may be already coming through, you can set this thing up and brighten it up and get a real soft, diffused light coming from this to better accentuate the light that's already coming in. Or if you want to set up something down here in like your studio in a darker area that does not have windows accessible to the actual subject area, you can create that same look by doing that. So if you're taking a group shot, the Explore running through here, and then I could take my Evolve 200s, and I got 2 of them plus a little the mount that goes with it. I could take that, hook up my 5-foot modifier, and I can light a whole group with those to make it look a little bit more natural. But you know, there's 1,000 different uses for these things. The main one is for natural light for me inside a dark studio. And then the final one is for using it for a high key photo where you can put this thing in the back. And I think it's a pretty neat effect. And if you add in like a beauty dish, maybe something that's kind of a beauty dish above the subject's face and have it come down, or I would use this probably more for female subjects or children for beauty shots. This is a 16-inch beauty dish. Kind of have it like this, but at the proper distance. Then you get a really nice photo with a high key background, and then your subject is well lit up. Throw a reflector under their face, kind of light up the chin so that all that light coming from the top bounces down on that and, you know, gets rid of the shadows, and you're good to go. This is the Westcott 7-foot parabolic umbrella. It's essentially a standard umbrella, but it's really big. You might find when you're looking for these that there are some brands that are extremely expensive, and there's some that are real cheap. This was $100, give or take, and then if you add the baffles, like maybe 15, 20 more dollars, I guess. The biggest difference between those and this one is maybe build quality, because although this one's sturdy, I don't see me moving it around too much. Generally, I mean, if you take care of your stuff, it should last you quite a long time and will have normal wear and tear, because that's just the nature of the business. As far as this one goes, definitely look into getting one of these. I would recommend get your shoot-through umbrella, because you know that's probably the first thing you'll get in the kit anyway, unless you get some kind of a softbox. And then start upgrading your softboxes. Get your beauty dish, get an umbrella such as this, maybe a couple of them. They're real nice to have, especially the ones that have this. This right here, having this so that it just goes right over your flash or your light is great. Find one like this with the diffusion panel that goes on the outside of it, and you'll be good to go. But that's all I got right now. Thanks for stopping in. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.